Welcome in, everybody. We're going to talk about brands that I do not pick up anymore while thrifting. Now, I've been reselling clothing online since 2016, so I've seen a lot of ups and downs, ebbs and flows when it comes to reselling clothes on eBay and other places like Poshmark and Mercari. So these are brands that I used to pick up, or at least clothing styles within these brands that I used to pick up. My average cost of goods when buying things is $5.25. So keep that in mind when I'm talking about these items. But these I don't pick up anymore. I used to pick these items up. I don't pick them up anymore. So let's get into it, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. I might as well start off with the brand some people will probably disagree with me with, but it's Harley-Davidson. Now, I'm not talking about all Harley-Davidson. Like I said, there's an asterisk by every single thing I'm talking about. But Harley-Davidson t-shirts do not sell that well for me. In fact, the thrift stores have priced them up. They used to be $1.99. Now they price them at like $5.99 or $9.99, and they've actually come down in price for me on eBay. So I used to pick them up for $2, sell them for $25, $30 almost every time. So unless they are a vintage or really unique print, I don't pick Harley-Davidson t-shirts up anymore, especially for how much they cost me. So you can see how much they sell for right here. $7.50, $16.99, $30, $13.99, $5.99. I don't know what this one, so it had a bid and a buy it now. I don't know. $15, $17. You get the idea. $17, $11, $15. I also want to show you this. So let's look at how many have sold. So 10,000 have sold. This is sell-through rate, right? So this is how many have sold in the last 90 days. You want a 1-to-1 sell-through rate is really good. So 10,000 listed right now and 10,000 have sold in the last 90 days. Let's look up. We'll have to go down here and click off what's sold. We're going to go down here and see how many are currently for sale. So currently for sale, there are 35,000. And in the last 90 days, there's only been, 9,000 that have sold? Is that what we had? Yeah, 10,000 that have sold. So that's really not a great sell-through rate. And they're not selling at a high price. So there are two huge red flags for me when I'm thrifting and reselling online. Number one, sell-through rate on these aren't that great like they used to be. And the prices people are getting for them aren't like they used to be. So I do not pick up Harley-Davidson t-shirts anymore for $5, $10, how much they price them at my thrift stores for. Now, I will pick up leather Harley. I will pick up some of the other Harley stuff, but not t-shirts. The next item I'm going to talk about is an item they still, look at that, $149 for that one. Don't talk about that one. Again, that one's got linen, whatever. But John Varvatos, they still sell this brand at Nordstrom's and Nordstrom's Rack for a lot of money, but it is a brand that has fallen off. For example, I used to sell it often before 2020 for like $25, $35. Now when I find it, or when I have found it in the past 2 years, I'll buy it and list it, and it sits and sits and sits. I drop the price and it still sits. This is why. So we have these selling prices. These don't look too bad, right? Here's one for $2.99. That looks awful. But let's look at all listings that have sold. Used that have sold 1,200. Let's see how many are listed currently. Currently listed 6,000. Again, 1 out of every 6 sell every 90 days. That is an awful sell-through rate. Look, you can buy one here for $12 or best offer. $19.99, $18.99 or best offer. $18.99. No, with free shipping. I do not pick up John Varvatos button-up shirts anymore. Even polo shirts. I don't even pick them up anymore. Every once in a while, I will pick them up if they have that little peace symbol right there. If you watched the live recently of mine on my YouTube, you saw that I sold one recently. It was for like $20. But for the most part, John Varvatos was a great brand to resell. Now I don't pick up any of the button-ups anymore. On to the next one. Let's talk about FootJoy polos. I've been preaching about this one since really last fall because they didn't sell all of 2023 very well for me. Now, let's talk about which ones don't sell for me. Striped ones and solid FootJoy polos really don't sell that great for me. So the ones I pick up now are ones that have patterns like this. $24 it sold. This one's got a pattern, $24. Pattern. This one has an FJ on the collar. That's something I look for. An FJ on the collar, a really cool pattern. Here's a good pattern. Here's a good pattern. Here's just a regular one. Who knows what they took for it. Here's one with the Titleist on the sleeve. That's a big yes if you find it. Here's one that I find. So this is a story that I have found with most FootJoys. $11.99, $15, $16 is what you'll get for just a solid plain FootJoy with probably a local golf course hit on the sleeve or something. This one has stripes. This one has patterns. This one has an FJ on there. Patterned. Here you go. 16, 14. This is what I'm finding my FootJoys to sell for now. I used to sell them for $22.99. I pick them up for $5.25. They just sit. Sometimes I'll lot them up together, but when I'm looking for FootJoys, I'm looking for those patterns. I'm looking for that little collar hit that says FJ or the Titleist on the sleeve. Other than that, I don't pick up FootJoys. In fact, I pass up on probably 90% of FootJoys when I used to pick up 90% of FootJoys. This next brand right here is awful. This brand is just not good. Mack Weldon. It used to be a really hot seller. This might go down the record books for one of the brands that came in and went out the fastest. So right now I put in Mack Weldon polo shirts. There are 697 used for sale. Look, $12, $9, $12, $17. Guys, these used to sell for $25 for me overnight. Now look, you can buy them or best offer. You could probably buy this one for $5. Point being, let's go into it. Point being, I don't buy Mack Weldon anymore. They're really good quality. They're probably good for the personal, but this is exactly why I don't buy it, because the price has just gone straight into the gutter. They sit around. The sell-through rate, I'm sure, is awful on them, and the price is good. Let's for giggles, let's look at sell-through rate. So there are 700 sold in the last 90 days. Let's see, we got to go down to actually no, there's 700 listed right now. Let's see how many sold in the last 90 days. So what's sold in the last 90 days? 150. Again, awful sell-through rate. Now, as we go along here, I know I'm going to have some people disagree with me. Let's talk about my next brand, Hey Dudes. Now, these were popular. These really came out on the scene maybe 3 years ago. Everyone wanted them. Again, I kind of look at like what teenagers are wearing. That's kind of how you know what sets the trend, at least for things that come out that are newer. Hey Dudes. These things were super hot. I used to get over $30 for them used, in even not even great condition. But now they sell them at Marshall's brand new for in the 30s, and they have a lot of them. Every Marshall's I go to, there's a lot of colorways, there's a lot of sizes. It's not just like one or two here and there. They're everywhere. So I don't pick up Hey Dudes anymore. And in fact, our thrift stores have priced these up to about $10. So Hey Dudes, I don't pick them up anymore. Here you go, $17. Those are weird. Never seen those Hey Dudes. But these are normally what you see, like this. $17.99 plus shipping. Those $27, good for them. Here you go, $35, $39, $22. Those have a special pattern, $15. These those don't look too bad. So maybe some of them do okay, but for me, they sit. Here's two pairs for $20. Let's look at the sell-through rate on these. I'm curious to know. I haven't even looked the sell-through rate up on these. So we're looking at pre-owned. We have 4,000 sold in the last 90 days. Let's take off how many are sold, how many currently are listed. Pre-owned, we are looking at right around 4,900. So 4,900 listed right now, and there have been 4,000 sold. So that's actually a really good sell-through rate. So maybe I'll be eating my words on this. Again, I'm real, guys. You guys watch my lives. I'm legit real. I'm just blowing out brands that I don't pick up anymore. Hey Dudes right here, $5. But yeah, I pick them up. They sit for me. And you can buy them new for $30-something at Marshall's now. So when things like that hit the thrift or hit those retail stores for cheap, what makes me think I'm going to be able to get $30 when you can buy them brand new and they're everywhere for $30? So Hey Dudes, I really stay away from. Again, these don't cost me $5, they cost me $10. Sticking with the same theme as Hey Dude, we're going to talk about Gymshark. Completely different brands, shoes, shirts, I get it. But these are sold at TJ Maxx and Marshall's for $15 to $20 brand new with tags. So what does that mean? Am I going to be able to go to the thrift store, buy these for $5.25 and resell them used for $20? Probably not. That's why all my Gymshark have just sat and haven't sold. And this is why I get online, I look how much they're going for, or I go to TJ Maxx, I'm like, bam, red flag. They're selling brand new for $20. So I do not pick up Gymshark anymore. That doesn't mean you can't go to, again, there's a caveat, can't go to a garage sale and pick it up for $1 or $2, sell them online for 15 or whatever used. That's fine, because you're seeing here they sell for 15 used. But I'm just telling you right now, I've seen it over and over again. Once these brands start hitting TJ Maxx and places like that, for the price that you're selling them at, you're not going to get it. And when I mean the price that you're selling them at, I'm bringing that up because of this. During my lives when I sell stuff, people say, yeah, but you go to TJ Maxx, but you still pick up Polo Ralph Lauren and they sell that at TJ Maxx. They do sell that at TJ Maxx, but they sell it at TJ Maxx for $40 or $50 for a polo shirt or a button-up shirt. Go look. I go there weekly. So button-up shirt and a polo shirt from Polo Ralph Lauren at TJ Maxx sell for $40 at TJ Maxx. So I can sell those used for $20, $21. Gymshark is selling new for $15 to $20. I'm not going to be able to sell it for the same price used. Just like I'm not going to be able to sell a Polo Ralph Lauren button-up shirt used for $50 when you can buy them new. So you see the difference there. Next brand is not the whole brand. It's just a subcategory in the brand. And it's Nike golf shorts. And it's not even Nike golf shorts. We're going to get even deeper into it. Nike golf shorts that are plaid. So plaid Nike golf shorts and plaid Puma golf shorts used to sell pretty well for me. I used to get $20, which is the price I get for my beige, my Tour Performance, my Standard Fit, my Modern Fit, just regular golf shorts, black, navy blue, beige golf shorts. I get $20 for those in used condition. But these plaid golf shorts just sit for me. Look, and this is exactly why. $10, $11, $12, $9. Best offer $19, $6, $2.70. Oh my gosh, this makes me sick. Yeah. See, I'm looking at them right now. I have a tub with probably 8 pairs in them. I probably just need to price them at $5 and get rid of them, because I think I even lowered the price to $15. But yeah, this is something I don't pick up anymore. Nike golf shorts that are plaid. Nike golf shorts that are beige that are $3.99. That's how much they cost at my store, $3.99. Yes, I'll pick those up. But plaid anymore, these colors, I don't pick them up anymore. They're out of style. You don't see guys wearing these anymore. Puma golf polo shirts. Puma golf polo shirts. Again, there's an asterisk just like with the FootJoy. All over print are in style right now. Little cocktail glasses, little golf clubs or golf court prints all over them. You can see here, look at this Puma one, the print all over it. This one right here, I actually have that one. It hasn't sold yet. But this is what I'm dealing with. $11.99, $15, $9. That one's a decent sale. $19.99, it's got a cool print. $7, $23, that's got a cool print. $15, that one's got a really cool print. Under 25, 25, 27. So those I'd pick up. But for FootJoy, for Puma, there's 2 for $20. If they're just a regular Puma shirt, I used to pick these up all the time. Like this, just like this, or especially like this. I don't pick them up anymore. Guess what? Puma is now sold at Costco. Not all Puma, not the colorful, or not the all over print polos that we just looked at, like up here. These are sold. This is an Arnold Palmer collab. These are sold at Dick's. I remember seeing these at Dick's actually. But yeah, ones like this I don't pick up anymore. They just sit for me. Again, I used to sell them for $20, $22. Pick them up for $5. They just sit. So Puma polo shirts, I don't pick up anymore unless I can get them for $5 and they're really crazy all over print. All right, on to the next one. I know I'm going to get a lot of backlash for this, and have at it with me. Send me your comments, prove me wrong. I am all about learning, and if I'm wrong, I will admit it. But I'm going to tell you right now, Lululemon. Lululemon has come off so much compared to what it used to. When you used to find that dot, it was like, oh, that is gold right there. I only find that once a week. But now I'm finding it almost every time I thrift. So if I'm finding it almost every time I thrift, other people are finding it almost every time they thrift, which means there's a lot more on the market. Lululemon's been around for such a long time compared to brands like Vuori, which bring better money than Lululemon, that they've made so many. There's the market's so flooded with them, which means people are donating more, and they're making more, and they're making more, and donating more. And you see where I'm going with it. That's not all Lululemon. Now, I know you're going to freak out, and you're already yelling at me. I'm just going to talk about a couple subcategories of Lululemon. Lululemon men's still sell well. I'll pick it up for $5. But these are a couple women's Lululemon that I do not pick up anymore. A couple women's. So, women's tank tops, I do not pick up anymore. The only tank tops I pick up are, well, none of these. This gray one right here, they didn't even name it right. I think it's called, let's see if we can find one. There's a name to those. I don't even see it. Oh, there it is. Swifty Tech. Yes, these Swifty Techs, I will pick these up. These always sell. If you put Swifty Tech in the title, these always sell for more than 20. But other than that, Lululemon tank tops do not sell well for me. In thrift stores, things are worth so much money. They just don't. Some of these are selling for more, whatever. But for the most part, I can't get rid of these for $16, $17. Like this right here. 15, 16, 8, 20. That one's decent. 13, 2 for 16, 2 for 21. You see my point. There's that Swifty one. There's another of those Swifty ones. That one, actually, I've had that one. That one doesn't do that well for me. But yeah, Lululemon tank tops do not sell great for me. They sit and sit. Let's look up the sell-through rate on these. I'm curious to see. Sorry, we're going to go all the way back up here. So if you're new to reselling, you definitely want to look up sell-through rate. So we have, in the last 90 days, we have 9,000 that have sold. So what we're going to do is come down here, click off the sold, come down here and look at what's currently for sale. There are 44,000 of them for sale. And in the last 90 days, I forget already, how many sold in the last 90 days? 9,000. 9,000 out of 44. That's not a good sell-through rate. I think a good sell-through rate is 75, 80, 100% or more sell-through rate. That's way less than 50. So the sell-through rate's not good, and the prices have gone down. So Lululemon tank tops, I pass up on every time now, unless it's that one type I told you. Also, Lululemon capris. I do not pick up Lululemon capris anymore. I don't know. They just must not be in, whatever. But I don't pick up Lululemon capris. There's always an asterisk. Someone in the comments going to say, oh, I pick up size 12. Yes, bigger sizes do sell better. I agree with you. But for the most part, Lululemon capris don't sell well. Look at this, $10. This is actually a newer style. $10, $6, $7. Look at that. $11 for a good looking one, actually. $7. Look at it. Awful prices for these when they used to sell for $22. So Lululemon tank tops, Lululemon capris, I just don't pick up anymore. I could add a few more brands to this list, and I probably will make another one of these videos down the line, maybe in a few months, because there will be brands. Like I see Travis Matthew coming off a little bit. There are brands that I will not pick up probably anymore, and that's just the ebbs and flows of reselling. You're going to see brands that sell really well and then drop off, or little categories within the brands like Lululemon capris that sell well and then kind of drop off. Do me a favor and in the comments below, share with everyone else what brands you used to pick up and the brands that you think have fallen off, so we can all share and talk about it with each other. I appreciate you guys being here. I'll see you in the next one.